everyone, I am Daksha and today I am back with another video of a brand new series. I am starting a new series apart from the English grammar series, and in this series I will be teaching you mathematics so that you know that what formulas you have to use in which sum, and I will also show you some introductory notes or important notes that from which questions and objectives can be asked. So at the end of the topic you will be able to do most of the sums of the topic, and after that you will also be able to understand the topic and do the topics related to it. So now let's get into our today's topic. So for class 9 maths, our today's topic is polynomials. First, I will show you some notes. This will help you understand the chapter in a better way. A polynomial p of x in one variable x is an algebraic expression in the x of the form. So a polynomial p of x represents the polynomial with an x variable. P of x equals an xn plus an minus 1 xn minus 1 plus an minus 2 xn minus 2 dot a2 x2 plus a0. So these are examples that how can we see a term. A polynomial can be shown like this: an xn plus an minus 1 an x minus xn minus 1. So these are the examples for polynomials where a0, a1, etc. are constants and an is not equal to 0. So a is coefficient of x and n is the degree of the polynomial. A and xn are the terms of the polynomials. Now one example is given here: 5x square plus 3x minus 1. So we can consider it as a polynomial. A polynomial of one term is called a monomial. A polynomial of two term is called a binomial, and a polynomial of three term is called a trinomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial, and a degree 3 polynomial is known as a cubic polynomial. A real number a is a zero of polynomial p of x if p of a equals 0. In this case, a is also called the root of the equation p of x equals 0. So if we divide p of x by x minus a, then it should come as 0. So then in that case a will be the root of the equation p of x. Every linear polynomial in one variable has a unique 0. A non-zero constant polynomial has no 0, and every real number is a 0 of the 0 polynomial. Now there are two types of theorems: the remainder theorem and factor theorem. In remainder theorem, if p of x is any polynomial of degree greater than equal to 1 and p of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. And factor theorem: x minus a is a factor of polynomial p of x if p of a equals 0. Also, if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a equals 0. It means the same thing. Now time for the formulas. These formulas will help you throughout the chapter. For two terms, you will have to use a square minus b square equals a plus b, a minus b, a plus b whole square equals a square plus 2ab plus b square, a minus b whole square equals a square minus 2ab plus b square, a plus b whole cube equals a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, a minus b whole cube equals a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. And for three term, you will have to use splitting method. These a and b's right here which are shown are numbers. Now for a four term, if three term cube root is possible, then we will use x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. If two term cube root is possible, then we will have to use x plus y whole cube equals x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y, and x minus y whole cube equals x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. If one term or no term cube root is possible, then we will have to do the method of long division. For a sixth term, we will have to use x plus y plus z whole square equals x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So guys, now we will be going into examples. But before going further into this topic, I would like to say that please like this video and share this video as much as you can, and comment down any suggestions in the comment section down below. So let's get into the examples. So the first example will be, which of the following polynomials are polynomials in one variable. So in the first types of questions, we will understand that which are the polynomials in one variable, and then we will try to recognize them. So here is a quick example of a polynomial: 4x square minus 3x plus y. So first of all, what you need to do in order to understand that if this is a polynomial in one variable or not, first you will have to point out all the variables. So now we know that there are two x variables in this polynomial. Variables are the values which are unknown. So x, y, z, t, p, any alphabet which is unknown is known as a variable. So now we can see that x are 2 times in this polynomial, but no other variable other than x is given here. So x is the only variable in this polynomial. So this is a polynomial in one variable. So yes, this is a polynomial in one variable. Let's see some more examples. Y square plus root 2. Let's point out the variables first. So the only variable is y. So yes, this is also an example of polynomials in one variable. It is right. Now another example. Let's point out the variables root t and t. Now as we can see here, t is the only variable, but the answer in this example will be no, because as we can see here that root t is given here. So root t is not considered as a whole number. The variable should be whole in order to be called as one variable. So we will not be considering this as an example of polynomial in one variable. Let's see the next example. Y plus 2 by y. So y plus 2 by y, it has y and y. These are the two variables, but y is only considered as one variable, but 2 by y is here. So y is again not whole. So the answer will be a no. So this example is not a polynomial in one variable. Now the final example. X raised to 10 plus y raised to 3 plus t raised to 50. So these are three different variables, so the answer will obviously be no. So now you will have understood clearly that how can we identify polynomials in one variable. So now I will show you the second example. Write coefficients of x square in the polynomials. So there will be an term given to you. So x square is the term here. So what you have to do, that write the coefficient of x square. It may be y square, z square, or any other term which will have a variable, but you will have to follow the same method. So the question is 2 plus x square plus x. So we have given here that we have to write the coefficients of x square. So what we will do, that first we will see that where is x square. So x square is here, we can see x square, I have pointed it out. but before x square there is no coefficient. Coefficient means the constant number which is before a variable. So we can see that it is blank before x square. So what we will consider, that x square is given here, so we will consider 1 as the coefficient of x square. So the answer for this coefficient of x square will be 1. Let's see the next example. 2 minus x square plus x cube. First we will see that where is x square. So here is x square, but minus is given here, and again it is blank. So what we will consider this time, that minus 1 is the coefficient of x square. Now let's go into the third one. Pi by 2 x square plus x. First we will see where is x square. So x square is here and pi by 2 is before it. So this is a very simple answer, that pi by 2 is the coefficient of this one. Now fourth one, root 2x minus 1. So now we will try to find x square, but no x square is present in this whole polynomial. So what we will consider, that x square is present but it is invisible. So the coefficient for x square in this polynomial will be 0. Now the third example. Give an example of a degree 35 and monomial of degree 100. So this type of question can be asked in this topic sometimes. So what you just need to do is make a binomial of degree 35 and a monomial of degree 100. So degree means the highest power of that polynomial. So we need to create a binomial. So for that we will need a variable x, and then we can just add a constant. I will be adding a 1. So degree 35 is given here, so we will just add 35 above x. So x raised to 35 plus 1 is an example of binomial of degree 35. That is your answer for the first question. And monomial of degree 100. So monomial means only one term. So I'll just say y. So y is my term, and then I will just raise it to 100 because 100 is given here. So this is my answer for the second one. So this type of questions are too easy, so they only can be rarely asked, but sometimes they might be asked. Write the degree of the following polynomials. Now we will identify the degree of the polynomial. So as I said earlier, the highest number of power of the degree is known as the degree of the polynomial. So as here we can see that 3, 2 and 1 are given here. So 3 is the highest one of them. So the degree of this polynomial will be 3. Next example, 4 minus y square. Here only 2 is the power, so the answer will be 2. Next example, 5t minus root 7. 5t, so t is a variable, so we will have to consider 1 over it. So the degree for this polynomial will be 1. Next one, 3. So 3 is a constant and it has no power raised. So the degree for this one will be 0. Now fifth examples, classify into linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. So we will have to classify them according to the degrees. So if the degree is 1, then it is a linear. Wait, let me write and then I will teach you. You will better understand it. 1, 2 and 3. So when there is 1 as the degree, so your polynomial is considered to be linear. When there is 2 as degree, your polynomial is quadratic. And when there is 3 as degree, your polynomial is cubic. Now you should understand it. X square plus x is an example. So as we can see here, 2 is the degree of this. So the type for this polynomial is quadratic. Next one, x minus x cube. We can see that 3 is the degree. So the type of this polynomial is cubic. Next one, y plus y square plus 4. We can see that 2 is the degree. So quadratic will be the type. And fourth one, 1 plus x. Here only 1 is present. So linear is the type. Next one, 3t. Only 1 is present. So linear is the type. Next one, r square. Only 2 is present. So quadratic will be the degree. Next one, 7x cube. Only 3 is present. So it will be the degree. So cubic is the type. So guys, this was it for the first part of this topic. So say into comment section that how much did you like it. If you liked it so much, then thank you for watching till the end, and please like, share and subscribe and turn on the post notifications after subscribing to be notified about all our future video uploads. If you have any suggestions for making a topic for you, and if you don't know any topic or understand it, then post down that topic into the comment section down below, and I will try to make it. And I think my videos help you a lot. So till the next video, goodbye.